walking alone in the streets.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video, and today I have a command block creation showcase kind of thing. Don't worry about that. So what I have right now, so like you see I have some text that like hologram. That's just a mod. Don't worry about that. That's not part of it. So what I have is it's for BedWars, okay? And it's for like a sidebar. So if you have teams, right? Let's say you have okay then. So there's that thing there that don't worry about it. So see right there, right? So so how you have like red is in red and blue is in green. So like let's just reset, right? So now they're both teams are in green, right? So let's say that's what you click to play into the game, right? So I'm teleported to my place right here. So right here, this is red. This is the red team. That over there is blue, but we're not into that. So it's kind of so let's say if you break this bed, right? Okay, that's better. So I just click replay. I forgot to put the bed. So pretend this is like your base's bed, right? So this is your bed, and like someone just pretend someone's bridging over, like yeah, I'm a bridge over. Yeah, just any bridges. So he finally gets to your bed, right? So he breaks it. Now the red is white, indicating that your bed has been broken, but there are still people on that team alive. And it would do the same for this, but I don't have any friends to play, so I disabled this extra command length. And the good thing about this is you can have this go infinitely. I mean, at least until like where the chunks are loaded, so that it'll do it. But or let's just say you can add as many teams as you want. But for me, I would like for the radiuses, I didn't want too far because I would have to go higher and higher out, and it would mess up this stuff. That wouldn't be a problem if your like islands were like couple hundred blocks over, but what I would want to do if they were so close, I would just have a redstone block up here and then do another chain. So how this works is, so first off, you're removing the BedWars on the sidebar. You're removing that, like it's basically deleting that, right? So you start fresh. Oh, so now you're adding a BedWars dummy, that the same one you had, right? And then you're putting that back to the sidebar. So it's refreshing, it's resetting the whole thing, right? And now it's adding a green red to the scoreboard, right? So that indicates that your bed's still there. And then it also adds a blue to the BedWars, like how I have there again. And then this is removing. So what I did is I added another I added another red dummy, right? There's a red dummy somewhere, right? I removed that, and then I'm making another red dummy. So I'm basically just resetting what I did up until this point. And then you will be adding a random player in a radius of whatever your command block is from your hub, right? So you're adding a random player to the red objective, right? And then you would TP everyone with the score of 1 in the red objective to the red bed over there, right? So that's where you'll be TP to. So you're given a score of 1 and red. So forget about this part. This is just doing the same thing but for blue. So what you're doing, right? So let's say your bed is here. Okay. So what it is doing? So it's giving off a pulse. So this is testing for if this block if there's a bed right here. It's testing if this block is the same as this block. And it's giving off a signal, which is I put to I think this is called a redstone gate. I don't do much redstone. So it's giving off a pulse. So if this is not if it's not the same block, it won't give off a pulse. which it will turn this redstone torch on, which will activate these command blocks. So first, it's resetting the where you see red on the sidebar. It's resetting, that would be green. So it's resetting the green red, and it's replacing that with the white red. And then it's removing everyone in the red objective by 1, so everyone will have a score of 0. And then this is just a spawn point for everyone in the red objective that has a score of 0, which should be everyone within the previous command block, and it's setting their spawn back in the hub, and those coordinates will be wherever your hub is. Mine is just over there. And then here is a repeating command block. This is just a spawn point at everyone with a score of 1 in the red objective, 2 right here at this bed. And you were given the score in these chains. So let's say blah 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 blah. Since the bed is destroyed, I can go ahead and /kill myself, and I should be spawned and the hub. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so I went ahead and deleted those extra command blocks for the other one. They was messing up because I only had one person, so that was going back to me. Okay, so if I try to /kill myself right here, I spawn here. So now let's say if my bread breaks, right? Now if I /kill myself, I spawn back in the hub. And now notice how now the scoreboard is red is turned to red. Well, that's because of these extra commands back here. So I think this is for red, right? Yeah, okay, so this is testing for everyone with a score of 0 in the red objective in a radius of 13. Like I said, this can be, you need this close to your hub, and the coordinates has to be where you're, right where your hub, and not where the islands are, or where the players who are still alive would be. And so if it finds somebody, it will reset red on BedWars. That's what it would be, right? And then it's resetting everyone in the objective red. And then it's setting red on the scoreboard sidebar to 8, and it would turn it to red color. So I'm not sure if I explained that good enough. Sorry, it's my first couple of videos, so I hope I explained that good. So like I'm saying, you can add onto this. So first off, how you'd have you'd need to whatever color you have, like if you have aqua, blue, if you have yellow, whatever color you have, you would do this command, right? But you would change red to whatever color you have, and then you would go on to adding whatever color you want. Replace red with the color of your choice, and then again you're adding the same thing, and you're just continuously adding these commands onto the chain length. But for this last one, instead of TPing to those coordinates, it's wherever the team color's bed is, or on their island, wherever you want them to spawn on their island. So this is how this works. If you wanted to add on to this you wouldn't need to add on, you can add on some text, titles and stuff, but this is the simplest way I can think of making it, along with this. Oof. It's the same thing for over here, but the tricky thing is, if you don't have enough players, you'd have to, if you don't have enough players, it'll funk up. I mean, you would need to have these back far off, so it couldn't move on, but if you have them real close, it'll get messed up and have multiple, you'll be on multiple teams, that's what I'm saying. So you'd need to have these, far off, couple hundred blocks. But this would just be for, solo. This part would, to change it to red, this would just be for solo people. I had a little setup here for, if there's multiple people. So, the problem with this is if someone like leaves the game or logs out or something, it will undo the whole command. So that's kind of a bad thing about this, having multiple people, but it's doing the same thing. It's testing for everyone with a score of red. I mean, with a score of 0 in the red, in the radius of, again, whatever your spawn is. And then it's giving us 1 pulse per player it has. Okay, so see, I set my score to 0, and I put this to always active. So see how it's giving off 1 signal? If there was multiple people here, it would be giving off a second pulse, right? So it would activate this command, this repeater. So if you just wanted 2 people, you wouldn't have this, right? But if you wanted to have like a 3v3, you would just have this. Yeah, but if you wanted a 4-player, I used example of a 4v4v4v4. You'd have it at the 4th output, and then you do the exact same commands you did for that, but like, so yeah, that's what you want to do if you wanted to have a multiple people play. Sorry, this is my second commentary thing. I'm pretty bad at it, so don't judge. I hope I explained this well though, but if I did, I don't know. I don't care if you leave a like. Just something. This is a command creation. I hope it worked out and you understand it. If not, then sorry, I'll get better at this, I promise. And I might go over this again later once I get better. But you know, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. And I don't know. I don't care. Just unsubscribe. That's it. And see you in the next one.